Welcome, Anyssa, to Writers Radio.
Hey everybody, we're back with another one of our 8th grade story series. So we have Anyssa in the studio today. Anyssa is one of the members of 8th grade option. She is also in sports, correct? Track? Yeah, she's in track, so we'll talk to her a little bit about that later.
What's your record?
It's like
Track
different.
has no record.
Yeah, Quinn, it's a little bit different than wrestling. So today we're going to be talking to you guys about your project was an option. Did you like option? Did you like your experience at Roseville? Are you nervous for high school? Are you excited for high school?
I thought she was already in high school.
She's taking high school classes.
Technically she is.
Technically she's taking high school classes, but actually being up at the school next year.
Well, what high school classes are you taking in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Gee, I'm a tree.
Thank you.
I'm not actually at the high school, but I'm going to the book of geometry.
Oh, she's taking geometry as an 8th grader. So that's pretty cool. Let's just jump right into the questions. How was your experience in 8th grade option?
Good. It was very different than what I've had before, though.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
What projects were you in?
Eclipse was my first project, which I'm still continuing, and then I also did this individual project that didn't really do anything.
Weren't you in the sundial group too?
I was not in the sundial.
Oh, I thought you were.
Pretty amazing to be
And
a group all
now-
by yourself.
I'm in the garden group.
You're in the garden group now. Well, that's pretty cool. She's done a lot. She's worked a lot with the Eclipse on, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Roseville Option is partnering with Eclipse on their compostable containers, which are their cardboard containers. So if you lose your chapstick, you should be able to, if it falls, it's not bad for the environment, and it will always decompose. So that's one thing that she's working on. She's doing an awesome job at it with their group.
Yeah.
So
She digs in dirt all day.
how was your experience with Roosevelt grades 6 through 8?
It was very different than elementary school,
Yes, definitely.
and it was better.
Was it
Everything's different than elementary school.
was it hard to adjust at first?
A little, I think. It's been a long time.
It's yeah. What would be one piece of advice you could give the 7th graders this year? Advice on if they wanted to do option next year? Would you tell them to take chance of the opportunity, or no, it's not as much, you won't enjoy it? What would you tell them?
I definitely would say go for the option if you feel like you want to go in a different direction. This is the way you want to go.
Awesome. Just take advantage of it. That would be everyone's piece.
If you had the chance to bring option to any other school, would you?
Yes.
What school?
I don't know. It would depend on the school, I guess.
Elementary school, high school, middle schools?
Maybe elementary school.
Kind of do like what Harrison and other schools are doing with the Kids on Course program, kind of.
Harrison? Ooh.
I think it would be more during the day.
So bringing it like we have now to them, so getting them started a little bit earlier. I think that would be.
Technically, Harrison has the option program.
It's
I've been to Harrison in the last few weeks, and they technically have it.
It's
The
just,
Kids on Course has been sponsored by Zach Johnson to be like the option.
It's just a little bit more, not as.
It's kid oriented.
Yeah.
It's not like this where you're doing algebra every day.
Yeah. How would you say? I know high school's coming up for all of us in 8th grade, and I know a lot of the 8th graders are nervous for high school.
Because of the homework.
Quinn is taking over Tucker's line now. What is this?
Just because I'm behind the camera doesn't mean that I can say one word.
But what are you nervous for in high school?
Papers.
I guess how different it will be from middle school and how big it is compared to Roosevelt.
What are you excited for?
Choosing my own classes and all the different extracurricular stuff.
What high school are you going to?
Kennedy.
Awesome. I think
Great.
all of us.
Just like my wristband. Kennedy. It's orange.
Whoa,
Kennedy.
that's cool. That's
I have the
when
best
it's orange,
wristband.
it's Kennedy,
Naturally
especially
awesome.
Yes.
Better than
Okay,
Washington.
so I have an orange Kennedy wristband, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of confusing. It's misleading.
Yes. I'm
Is
going
there-
to Washington, guys.
Is there any advice that you would give someone if they were to come to Roseville 6th grade year, 7th grade year, or even 8th grade year? What is one piece of advice that you learned while you were here that you would want to give to them? I know it's kind of a tough question. I'll give you a moment to think about it.
And while she's thinking about that, let's say papers. Instead of
Tucker's-
homework.
So
Homework.
Tucker's line is homework, Quinn's line is
You know
paper,
this.
and I just keep them on track.
Like we're trying this new setup now, where we have 3 mics in the camera, and then the one mic.
And then-
I'm just gonna be back here the whole time.
It's not that bad. It works.
So,
It's
do
probably-
you have your answer of what
Um,
is one piece of advice?
I would probably say get involved, take any opportunities that present
That's what we heard a lot. I
themselves
thought
to you.
Do you ever want to be in another sport other than like track?
track.
Just get involved, that's all I'm gonna say.
No, not cross country either, because I bet you were in that, weren't you?
Well, there aren't any sports here that I would really want to do, but Quidditch would.
Not
Quidditch.
tennis.
We
Not
were in it.
tennis.
There you go.
We're gonna-
Tennis is
If
fun.
Quidditch were offered, I would take it over any.
Definitely.
What was that from, Lord of the Rings?
Tucker!
Yes.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today. You guys heard it. Get involved in middle school, whether it's an option, 6th grade. Start something. Like Anyssa, if you don't see it, start it. She tried. We're
Quidditch
currently
club.
trying to get Quidditch in the option. I mean, we talked
Hey,
about
no,
it about
no.
teams.
When you go to Kennedy, start a Quidditch club.
Yeah, start it wherever you are. Wherever, if you want it, start it.
Start a Quidditch club.
Remember, this is a radio station for you guys. So we want your suggestions and your ideas on the radio station. So make sure you guys are using our email, writersradio123@gmail.com, and our Twitter, which is writers_radio. So make sure you guys leave your suggestions, ideas, and even on our YouTube page. Make sure you guys are subscribing to us. All our videos that are on the website, writersradio.net, are also on our YouTube. So if you guys want to leave suggestions and comments below, we'd love to read through those and see those from you guys. We want to thank you all for watching the show and see you later with more of our 8th grade story
To Tucker with our conclusions.
Bruh, just because I'm not in the shot doesn't mean you guys have to forgive me.
Hey, I said to Tucker with the
Okay,
conclusions.
to Tucker with conclusions.
Yo, coming from behind the camera, this is Writers Radio signing off. I'm pointing at you, by the way.